Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadotam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Bada Dhagana Lalita Shri Vishakha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Nishri Vrishabha Pranamami Vancha Kalvatara Vishkarva Sindhamye Vacha Buddhanam Bhavanebhya Vishnebhyo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkrupatamam Vande Shivrondhanataranam Paramananda Madhav Saitanyeshwaram Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswate Gauravani Pitaran Nirviseshamyadi Paschati Vistarani Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Answered. Honored and grateful to be with you today again. So let me share the screen.
Prabhu, we are not able to see yet. Yep, it's coming, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yesterday, I presented the subtle role of mind in the language and the emotional bank account and the familiarity. These four things I presented. And yesterday I also presented the points and the factors that would influence the good Vaishnava relationships are the Vaishnava etiquette. And I told the story of Ramchandra Kaviraj, how when he found out the jewelry, the ankle bells of Radharani, he did not personally hand it over, but he handed it over to Srinivasacharya, was in the form of Manjari there, and Srinivasacharya gave it to Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami gave it to Rupa Goswami, and Rupa Goswami gave it to Lalita Sakya, and Rupa Manjari gave it to Lalita Sakya, and Lalita Sakya gave it to Radharani, the Vaishnava etiquette. Same thing with Paniyati festival. Next week we are celebrating Paniyati festival. I am not here to discuss Paniyati festival, but I am here. What happened there? First is Raghunath Das Goswami humility. We need mercy of the devotees. Granda Aramba Kuri Mangalacharana. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, when he was about to begin this the task, mammoth task of writing Chaitanya Charitamrita. So what he's doing? He's actually remembering, Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, Teenera Smarana. So we are what? We are lame, we are handicapped. So I am reciting today, the Pangom Langayate Girim. No? That, the blind man can see if he has the mercy of Guru, mercy of Vaishnavas. And a lame, a handicapped man can climb the mountains if he has the mercy of devotees, and especially Guru and devotees. Mukam karoti vachalam. A fool can speak, wonderful. He can give a wonderful lecture where he can speak wonderfully. And a handicapped, a lame-footed man can climb the mountains by the causeless mercy of Guru. Guru includes devotees, senior devotees. Of course, especially Guru. So, Paniyati, first of all, Raghunath Das Goswami, with humility, he did not even approach Nityananda Prabhu. He fell at the feet, at his feet. He fell at his feet from the distance. And what did Raghunath Das Goswami tell him? I mean, Raghunath Das, Nityananda Prabhu knew why he was not getting mercy. I mean, he was making attempts to run away. He was making attempts to go and reunite with Lord Chaitanya. He wanted to serve Lord Chaitanya. So he needed mercy. So we need mercy of devotees. So feed the devotees. That's very. Raghunath Das Goswami fed all the Vaishnavas. But especially the point I want to mention today. So what he did, it's very easy to serve the devotees, very easy to please the devotees. So we discussed yesterday, Dadati Pratigurnati, Grishyam Akshati Prichati. No, just Bungte Bojate Cheva, give them prasad. When invited, go for prasad. And you see, the sweet, entire Charita and Charitamrita, sweet relationships. What Raghunath Das Goswami did, he's very sweet. He served the devotees. He served the devotees, he served the devotees. And what he did, by giving them prasad. And of course, whom did he serve? Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, then Lord Chaitanya came also. Lord Chaitanya was present. And he also honored prasad. But especially today's point for relationship is the mood of Raghunath Das Goswami. What he did. He's a rich man. Prabhupada says, today's standards, he's a billionaire. Today's standards, he's actually a billionaire. Just give me 1 minute. So today's standards is a billionaire, and what he did, I'm sorry. What he did, he gave Raghav Pandit money to give to devotees. Wow, that is etiquette. So he gave money to Raghav Pandit, gold coins. If you have 1 gold coin those days, that is enough. But he gave so many gold coins and he told Raghav Pandit to distribute. Raghav Pandit is the one who invited Nityananda Prabhu. It makes a lot of sense, right? Senior devotee, Raghav Pandit. Very dear to Lord Chaitanya. Wow. And Raghav Pandit made a list of the devotees and he decided whom to give what. And 100 gold coins were given to Nityananda Prabhu's treasurer. And Raghunath Das Goswami said, don't tell him until Nityananda Prabhu would reach home. So he doesn't want anyone to know. That is the way to get mercy. So through Raghav Pandit, wow. When we do something, we want whole world to know. So that is his mood. That's why he stayed. That's why he stayed. Serving Supreme Lord is not easy. Continuing bhakti is not easy. That person who is favored by Lakshmi, he'll get the service of the Supreme Lord. He'll get the service of Krishna. You know, Lakshmana, Lakshmi Sampanna Bahiprani Vepara. I was telling on Friday. How many troubles Lakshman went through? So you're all coming to the temple, you're doing service, you should know you're favored by Lakshmi. Why Lakshman is favored? He was tested. When we come to ISKCON temple to do service, we will be tested. Sita said, I know. When the Marich made that sound imitating Ram's voice, Ha Sita Lakshmana, Sita said, go and rescue your brother. Lakshman said, no. No, mother, nothing has. No, I know my brother. There is nobody in the world who can do any harm to my brother. Sita said, I know. It is your plan. It is, you and Bharat made this plan. Anything happens to him, you won't enjoy me. He said, oh no. Lakshman never saw the face of Sita. Sita was actually leveling these allegations. And still Lakshman didn't believe. You know what Sita said? If you don't believe right now, I'll commit suicide right now. There is no Lakshman like a concept. But at least he said, this area is infested by Maya, stay inside. Then he went to Ram. Ram said, I told you not to come. Anything happens to Sita, I'll take you to task. But Lakshman never, violated the etiquette, the humility, and the respect. That's what the topics today. Sita doubted the character of Lakshman. Ram doubted the competency of Lakshman. But Lakshman did not become angry, but he continued. So when we are coming to bhakti process, when we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, we are telling Krishna, my Lord, please purify me. Sirs and ma'ams, purification doesn't come through glorification. Purification comes through, in so many ways, most of the time in unwanted ways. So anyway, that's a topic, and the respect we are going to discuss today. But the etiquette, what is he doing? Raghunath Das Goswami is doing everything through Raghav Pandit. And when he joined full time, and Lord Chaitanya kept him under the care of Swarup Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami never approached Lord Chaitanya directly. Always through Swarup Goswami. Etiquette is important. One Srila Prabhupada, Mother Malti was telling recently, one person, Prabhupada was giving class lecture in Second Avenue. This person very new, maybe he came twice or thrice. He was sitting behind, Prabhupada's lecture was so wonderful. So he was sitting like 12 rows behind. They jumped from, then he came to 10th row, 9th row, 8th row, 6th row, 2nd row. He was trying to come to 1st row. Prabhupada said, hold on. This person is senior to you, right? So Prabhupada watched the whole thing. Etiquette. So Vaishnava etiquette is actually, kantahara, like a necklace, which beautifies the neck of the Vaishnava or Vaishnavi. And humility versus the provocation. I have a bottle here. And have some water. So you know what is that? When I shake, if you imagine this is Coke, what will happen? And when I shake water, what will happen? Spirituality is not about positions. When somebody comes and tells you, you're so sweet, Prabhu. What will you say? You're so sweet. You're so wonderful. You're so wonderful. But when somebody says, why did you do this? Immediately, when the voice sharpens, we become angry. When we are provoked. When we are provoked, what happens? We are like a Coke bottle. Somebody's shaking. Somebody's shaking, what happens? It's like Hargopal Prabhu's example, actually, this one. I liked it. Huh? We should not become Coke. We should become water. Don't tell somebody, what did you learn today? I should not become Coke, but I should become water. No, when you shake the water, water doesn't change. When you open the cork, water, it doesn't erupt like a volcano. So, ability, Bhagavad Gita, this is given, ability of a man is tested. I mean, a person is tested, man or woman. When he is exposed to the most provocative situations. Talk to myself. So when we are provoked, what is our defense? What is our shelter? Humility. Lord Chaitanya exhibited this with Kishore Kashmiri. He exhibited this with the Kishore Kashmiri. Kishore Kashmiri. He was coming. Everyone in Navadip, they ran away. All these Bhattacharyas, everyone. You know, they wanted Lord Chaitanya to meet him because Lord Chaitanya is only grammar teacher, young, new, very, very young teacher. Even if he is lost, it doesn't matter. So Lord Chaitanya also wanted to meet Kishore Kashmiri privately because he knew he cannot take it. A man who has pride cannot take the humiliation. Oh, you are the Nimai Pandit, a grammar teacher? Yeah, I'm a grammar teacher. Means he's trying to put Lord Chaitanya down by just saying you're after all a grammar teacher. Lord Chaitanya said, of course. And I heard you are that great Kishore Kashmiri, Digvijay Pandit. Lord Chaitanya is inflating the ego. So, and you know, I heard a lot. That is even, you know, people in this world, everyone wants name and fame. And after money. Anyway, the point I want to make is, so Lord Chaitanya said, glorify Ganga. Please speak some verses in the glorification of Ganga. Kishore Kashmiri, at the speed of the wind, he composed 100 verses in the glorification of Ganga. And all the students of Nimai Pandit, they were struck with wonder. Wow. Then he said, now Lord Chaitanya said, tell me the faults, you know, the alliterations, the beautifications. Kishore Kashmiri liked the beautification, but he did not like the word faults. So again, he's playing down upon Lord Chaitanya. You are a grammar teacher, what do you know? Correct. You're a grammar teacher, what do you know? That is provocation. So the point is, the point is, Lord Chaitanya still, he maintained that humility. He's the one, of course, who wrote the Pranada Visnichan verse. No, as a grammar teacher, I don't know, but I heard. all these things. So tell me, Lord Chaitanya insisted humbly. So Prabhuji and Mataji, yes, we are provoked. This world is designed to frustrate everyone. Lakshmi ji asks Narayan, my Lord, why you have designed the world like that? Even in an atom, there is a proton, positive charge, a pious person. Next to that is electron, a negative charge. Next to that only. And in between neutron, pure devotee. Doesn't matter, okay. So Vishnu said, Narayan said, so that he is frustrated and he or she will come back to spiritual world. Hare Krishna. He'll make the goal to come back to spiritual world. So Lord Chaitanya exhibited this humility. This world is designed to frustrate. Prabhupada says all the tigers and all the animals, they are so, what is that? They really, really appreciate the position of a tiger. Because, tiger is like the king of the jungle. But the tiger, they doesn't get food, proper rights. And, and this one tiny bird, this bird sits on the head of the tiger. Tiger is sleeping because there is no food. So this bird starts eating. This actually is Radhanasam analogy. So this bird, the bird goes up. You can't do anything. This bird is tiny compared to the tiger. But tiger cannot fly. So the point is, humility is the defense to face the provocation. Lord Chaitanya, he did it, but actually what he did, he humbled him. The respect. What is the respect? Lord Chaitanya and Sarvam Bhattacharya. Sarvam Bhattacharya was a Mayavadi. Sarvam Bhattacharya was a Mayavadi. And Lord Chaitanya, very, very humbly listened for 7 days. And when he got the opportunity, he corrected him. Corrected him in such a way, made him a devotee. Then what is Lord Chaitanya's behavior with Sarvam Bhattacharya? When Lord Chaitanya wants to go to South India, Lord Chaitanya is folding his hands. Sarvam Bhattacharya. This is Lord Chaitanya revealed his Krishna form, his Vishnu form to Sarvam Bhattacharya. Sarvam Bhattacharya understood this is Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. But what is Lord Chaitanya's behavior? When he was about to leave for South Indian Yatra, he was folding his hands. Sarvam Bhattacharya, I need your blessings and permission. Oh, wow. I need your, even if you see material terms, Lord Chaitanya is a sannyasi. Sarvam Bhattacharya is a grahastha. Still, Lord Chaitanya is asking blessings from Sarvam Bhattacharya, permission from Sarvam Bhattacharya. What will we conclude out of it? Huh? I have a question for all of you. Even if Lord Chaitanya has not revealed his Krishna form, this would have purchased Sarvam Bhattacharya. That is Lord Chaitanya's humility, that is his respect. Recently, I was listening to Gauram Prabhu. Gauram Prabhu was telling, so in Russia, after, so then everything changed. So when, one Britisher went and he started giving seminar. He started giving seminar and all the Russians were listening. Suddenly, suddenly what happened, he realized the PowerPoint presentation he was showing is something, he's speaking is something. He released after 10 minutes and he asked the student, participants, why you are not telling me? They said, we are trained to respect the teacher. We are trained to respect the teacher. Etavatyeva sasrusha karya pitari putrakai vadam iti anumanyeta gauravena gurorvacha. When instruction is given, respect that instruction. Respect the source of that instruction. Serve that instruction. We get empowerment. And when we offer sincere service, we make progress. Everything in the life begins with the acceptance of authority. Sincere service to the authority and pleasing that authority, pleasing that personality. Of course, we have an expectation. Authority should have right qualification. But even if they don't have, if you serve the authority sincerely, you make progress. It is between authority and Krishna. But if we don't develop this mood to serve and gain the knowledge, when we don't have that mood, that relationship will not last long. That relationship will not last long. I told yesterday, relationship means give and take. Relationship means give and take. Respect. Respect. Respect is also a web, a defensive shield against familiarity. Yesterday we were talking. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. And don't say vancha vancha. Say fully vancha kalpatarabhyasya kripasandabhya vachipatnanam pavanabhya Vaishnavapya namo namah. Respect. So Lord Chaitanya exhibited the same quality. What is that? I'm sorry. Exhibited the same quality, the humility and respect. Lord Chaitanya, this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He sat. He knew he was being criticized by this Mayavadis when he was in Varanasi, Kasi, Banaras. But on the request of Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar, said, all right. When I would come back from Vrindavan, then I'll address this issue. So he went to Vrindavan, then he came back. So when Brahma invited all the Mayavad Sannyas and Lord Chaitanya went and sat in the place where people would wash their hands and legs. And he invoked his Brahmana effulgence. Prakashananda, and Prakashananda Saraswati was attracted. She was attracted. That humility melted and he stretched his hand. You're a sannyasi, why are you sitting here? No, I'm very fallen. He won the heart. He didn't say I'm Supreme Personality of Godhead, no. But when opportunity came, he presented so humbly and won their hearts, corrected that. So when he defeated Keshav Kashmiri, he defeated him but preserved his dignity. Sometimes, we get into arguments. We win the battle, but we lose the war. The other person becomes so upset. His ego becomes so hurt, they will never come to temples. And service, I did one more thing, service, I think I removed it. So service, Lord Chaitanya would wash the clothes of the devotees, Hare Krishna. Would wash the clothes of the devotees. How many of us have respect? How many of us, when we go to temple tomorrow, deal with other devotees with respect, gratitude, Vaishnava etiquette, right? So factors for good relationships. Factors for good relationships. If at all we get into discussions, end it before it turns into argument. The management discussion anywhere, or in a preaching discussion, end it before it turns into argument. Mahabharata says dry arguments are inconclusive. Sometimes, people take it up very personally. Very, very personally. To get best out of argument is totally avoided. This is Kalkanta Prabhu's statement, actually. And always show respect for their opinions. And somebody proves we are wrong, should admit it. And very important, don't condemn, don't complain, don't criticize. When we get it, what is that? Don't condemn, don't complain. Criticism is nasty. One day when Brahman went to Lord Chaitanya, fell at his feet and said, "My Lord, I have criticized so many devotees. Please, your Krishna himself, help me." So he understood he would go nowhere. Lord Chaitanya smiled. So when we criticize devotees, when we criticize devotees, it is a poison. What does poison do? It will kill. When we drink poison, it kills the body. But criticism of devotees, Vaishnava aparadha to devotees, it kills our spiritual life. Hare Krishna. Only one person you can complain if they are doing wrong is authority. Because they take care of the temple. But we should not share with, spread the soul, spread this around the temple or put it on the internet. No. No. Ways to please devotees. Discuss Krishna Katha. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Come together and chant. We started actually 30 Round Club every week. And we are encouraging everybody to chant every day, if not once a week. Come and chant together. We have Bhagavatam class. We have classes. Devotees come together. We have groups. We should make it into groups. And discuss Krishna Katha. If we don't read, what can we discuss? If we read only about Karuna, we'll discuss only about Karuna. Today, devotees are talking more about Karuna than Krishna Karuna. All right. Right? And appreciate it, sir. Appreciation. One time, actually, this was enough. Deepak Swami had a stroke. Then he came to Pune Yatra. So one devotee said, "Maharaj, in my temple president doesn't appreciate." Maharaj said immediately, give me the phone number of temple president, I'll call him right now. Appreciate and serve. How do we serve? Seniors, we serve them by following the instructions. Juniors, seniors, we serve them by following their instructions. We listen from them and gain their knowledge. Equals, we support each other. We discuss philosophy. Satarati satarat lokam starayate. We discuss Krishna Katha. Satam prasanga mamavirya samvid. Bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kada. Tadjoshana daso apavargavartmani. Shraddha bhakti rati anukramishyati. When we discuss Krishna Katha Madam, Shraddha rati. Develop Shraddha, faith. Rati, attraction towards lotus feet of Krishna. It develops. Prasangam majaram pasam atmano kavyo vida sayeva sadhu sukrita mokshadvaram pavartam. When we have strong attraction to the lotus feet of devotees, the doors for liberation, apavratam, avratam means covered, apavratam, are open. Just by having attachment to devotees, the doors for liberation are open. Appreciate and serve. When senior devotee tells something, even if you're a loser, just do it. You'll gain. Brahma came and told Maharaj Prithu, Indra abducted the horse 100 times, 108 times. 100, I think 108 times, and the Indra decided, Prithvi Maharaj decided, I spared. Can you imagine his patience and tolerance? 108 times he tolerated. Finally, he said, I'll kill him. Then Brahma came. Said, wait. No. Indra is the head of in charge of the universe, universal affairs. If you ask me, give it up. What will you say? You are the suffering party, grieved party. Indra is at the advantage by steering the horse again and again and again. And Brahma is telling you to give it up. Just because Brahma told, Maharaj Prabhu gave it up. Hare Krishna. By losing he won. What happened? Vishnu himself came, seeing the good heart of Maharaj Prithu. And he gave him the phala, the result of 100 sacrifice. He said, your name will be famous rest of the eternity. Right? Seniors, we follow their instructions. We serve them. Practice Vaishnava etiquette we were discussing. Vaishnava etiquette is very important. Yesterday we were discussing. Somebody is chanting the holy name, respect them mentally, honor them mentally. Somebody is initiated and offer obeisances. But somebody who doesn't have desire to criticize anybody, but his mind is always absorbed in how to spread Krishna consciousness. The Uttamadhikari. And do the 6 loving exchanges with him. Give gift, accept gift, reveal the mind in confidence, inquire humbly how to serve, give prasad and accept prasad. Very important is language. Language is very deadly actually. So even sometimes the language is very dangerous. You have to be very careful with our language actually, especially when we are with devotees. But it's because some people are rajo today, more of passion. Somebody there is a slip of tongue. Oh, excuse me, Mother, please. It's important. Sin is a dhuli lepa. When we commit a sin, because sometimes we are little. If somebody is a little not careful, and his bad habits of the past came back, and he did a sin. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says basically what happens. If you just we don't need any prayaschitta, just continue chanting the holy name, continue bhakti, you'll be purified. Aparad is vajralepa, dhuli lepa. Dhuli means what? Gone. Vajralepa. No, heavy. When you offend devotees, you receive heavy punishment. So then Girdharada says, when you serve devotees, you are massaging Krishna's feet. When you offend devotees, you are pushing pins, needles in the body of Krishna, which is more painful. I mean, when you massage, you feel good, no doubt. But when you push pins, so much pain, so much suffering actually. Aparadha, no Radharani. Right? Very important. A relationship is greater than task on the hand and philosophy. I'm talking to myself. The higher, the tasks, we do this, and we need to accomplish this, first phase, second phase, third phase, all. We should be driven, no doubt. We should also be, driven to learn, acquire knowledge, not at the cost of relationship. Actually, I had to learn this lesson. Relationship is greater than task on hand and philosophy. No. Imagine you have gone with your son or whatever, daughter, maybe a family member. She want them to do, hey, do this, go left, go right, go left, go right. That person becomes frustrated. So you want to achieve some task through him. But if you do like in such a micromanagement, they'll be so offended. Give them free hand. So relationship is more important than a task in hand. I'm sure you agree with this. So today, I said yesterday, I was telling in the first session, relation is a ship, a relationship. We sail through the waters of understanding and affection. For the relationship to continue, we need to have good understanding. We need to have good affection. This is important. How many of you agree? As long as there is an affection and a good understanding, the relationship sustains. Right? Then communication is the key. Very important. Communication is the key. Mutual affection is the navigator. When there is a mutual affection. That's why the dati pratigranati guhyam akhyate. So when there is affection, then only you'll invite them for prasad. Or you've been invited, you'll go for prasad. Or you give them a gift, even if there is a slight disagreement, you try to avoid. So there should mutual affection. And forgiveness is its rudder. We need to forgive. Without forgiveness and forgetfulness, there is no relationship in this world. Sometimes we think, 2005, you did this to me. When I'll get the chance, I'll do. I'll take a sweet revenge. It doesn't work. That type of mentality is like coals, hot coals. When you hold in them in your pocket to throw on them, it'll burn our pockets. Revenge is like a hot charcoal. And before it burns somebody, it'll burn us. Forgiveness. It's okay. Chodo. So somewhere that's very important. So what is that? Forgiveness is very, very important. We already saw that. I'm just repeating it here. Encouragement and appreciation. It's the fuel. Encourage, empower. I was listening to Vaishnava Rose book distribution. Encourage and empower. See them doing good and encourage them. And empower. Give them more opportunities. Then I heard in management somewhere. Give them opportunities or otherwise they'll become opportunistic. Instead, give the opportunities. Encourage them and grow them. Very important. And harsh speech is a technical snag in the engine. Language. Yesterday I was telling Anadvega Karam Vakyam. We should not speak which will which will agitate the minds of others. Language matters a lot. You know? A language hurts or heals. We have to be careful with our words. One British officer, he wanted to become so close to the Indians during Britishism. He learned Hindi. He learned Hindi, you know. So the soldiers, Indian soldiers, went to him during a festival. So what he did, he wanted to say "Tum salamat raho." So he said "Tum sala mat raho." The soldiers became angry. He didn't understand why. You know. So he was actually he was trying to speak something good, but it backfired. So language heals or it hurts. So then if somebody said, "Oh, excuse me, please forgive me." If they don't forgive, they're not Vaishnavas or Vaishnavis. Forgiveness is very important. You know? So we should also learn to speak. Satyam priya hitam chayat. Okay, actually, when you pray, sincerely, my Lord, I don't have this quality. Please give me this quality Krishna gives, or over a period of time. Misunderstanding and miscommunication can be faced by gratitude with the mutual discussion as a lifeguard. Very important. Most of the times, problems are because of misunderstanding and miscommunication. So there is something called break the ice. You sit one to one, open it up. And the gratitude is important. I heard gratitude doesn't give bhakti, gratitude is bhakti. Wow. Gratitude widens our heart. Gratitude deepens our heart. You know, it deepens the part of our heart, it deepens and widens the part of our heart, so that we can treasure we can safeguard the mercy when it is poured in that. Gratitude. Grateful. So we should be grateful to parents, grateful to teachers, grateful to devotees, grateful to section Diksha Gurus, and all the devotees who came over, who came in our life, who came in our life, helped us progress in Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I'm sorry. Are you referring, because we see only slide 24? Are you changing slides? It's just curious, Prabhu.
I'm changing, yes, Prabhu.
I don't know which slide you're referring to, but we still see only slide 24.
Oh, really?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, now we see 31. It's not in presentation mode. We're just sharing the PowerPoint.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
I changed so many heights. I'm sorry. Oh, you should have told me before, Prabhuji. Or 24 I changed. Oh, you should have told me. I'm sorry. This is the slide I showed. Then factors for good relationships. That's what I spoke. Then way to please devotees, I told. Then we sail through the waters of understanding and affection. You can see now?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now we can see. But it is not in presentation mode, but that's okay. Still we can.
Yeah. That's, I mean, let me see.
It is visible now. Now we can see. Thank you, Prabhu.
You can see? Yeah, you can see. Right?
Yep, now it is in presentation mode. Full screen. Thank you, Prabhu.
I told all these things. I'm
Yes,
just
Prabhu.
during discussions ended before it turns into argument. To get best out of argument is to totally avoid it. Show respect for their opinions. If you're wrong, admit quickly. Don't condemn, complain, or criticize. Then discuss Krishna Katha, Namrupa Gunalila. Appreciate and serve devotees. Practice Vaishnava etiquette. Mind your language. Relationship is greater than task on hand and philosophy. This is what I shared, Then we sail through the waters of understanding and affection. I told us communication is the key, mutual affection is the navigator, and forgiveness is its rudder. Encouragement and appreciation is the fuel. Encouragement is what I know. I also covered this. Encouragement and appreciation. Then harsh speech is a technical snag in the engine. So this is where we are here now.
Prabhu, just a comment.
Um,
The one which you said about the British and the Russian, respect the teacher. We all followed that, Prabhu.
Thank you. I really appreciate. Yes, Roger. Thank you. It happened really. Yeah, I didn't realize. Storms of misunderstanding and miscommunication can be faced by gratitude with mutual discussion as the lifeguard. Misunderstanding and miscommunication, they can be addressed by gratitude. Very important. Gratitude is important. So this is where what I'm talking about. Grateful. We should be grateful to our parents. Should be grateful to our teachers. Should be grateful to our devotees. Grateful to the section, Diksha Gurus, the temple authorities. All the senior devotees he calls. There's a devotee by named Radha Gopinath Prabhu. He says, it's very easy to deal with the seniors. Why? You're always at the receiving mode. Do this. You have a lot of respect for them. And you have a devotees, juniors. They came yesterday, Prabhu chant 2 rounds, 4 rounds. When you tell them, they ask you, you feel very comfortable with them. It's always a problem with equals because, they really, what is that? Equals, there is some rasa actually. So he says, spend 60 to 80% of time with 60% of time with the equals, 20% of time with the seniors, 20% of time with juniors. Otherwise what happens? We are always at, especially when we are dealing with only juniors all the time. And if you're not careful, we slide down. So anger and false ego are tiny boats to abandon the relationship. Very important. False ego. We had recently the lecture of Bhakti Marg Maharaj. So false ego is so deadly. Ego, he said, ego means edge the God out. Push the God to the edge and push him out. Without even realizing, I'm very senior. I am that, this. So again, what is the defense against false ego? We all have that. It's not easy. Yesterday we had a lecture by Bhakti Charaswami. So this is the topic actually yesterday, false ego. How easy it is to quote slokas, but how difficult it is to address this problem, the root cause of the problem. Ahankara. What is it? Prakriti kriyamana nuknai karmana sarvas ahankara mudhatma kartaham iti manyate. I am the doer. I am not. So this anger and false ego, they are the tiny boats to abandon the relationship. It's important, right? So, how do we perceive the relationship? Appreciation and affection, gratitude. If we do something wrong, Prabhu, excuse me. Bhaktivedanta Swami has 4 points for community building actually. Treat everyone with respect. The way you treat that devotee of your life, most of the time it is Prabhupada or Guru, Prabhupada and Guru. If Maharaj says you treat everyone with that like that, that 4 points, I don't have it handy, but so because end of the day, though we come alone, we go alone. So Bhaktivedanta Swami says, these are the devotees we are living with today. These are the same devotees. We leave also. We leave the body. So the family members somewhere in India, they won't come and chant in our ears. Devotees will come and chant. It's very important, right? Very important. The last point is betrayal is an iceberg on the path of a relationship. Betrayal. It's very important. And Bhaktivedanta Swami says one more point. When there is a problem in the relationship, until it is mended fully, we need to stick to our agreements. He said that. If there is a problem in the relationship, we need to stick to our agreements. I come at 4 o'clock tomorrow. We should go at 4 o'clock. Otherwise, he is always like this someday. There is a poem in my language actually. If something is broken, a metallic, what is that substance is broken, you can actually weld it back. Heart is broken, it's not so easy. So what causes the what causes the broken heart? Betrayal. So that person has to come back and really, fall at the devotees' feet. Prabhu, excuse me. But devotees, they forgive. Very easy to, actually it is very easy to get along with devotees because devotees, they forgive. And I want to just to tell one example, maybe 2. Lord, how Ramchandra dealt with in the difficult situations. Lord Chaitanya, Kala Krishna Das, this is Lord Chaitanya, so strict. But what happened? Kala Krishna Das was taken away by Bhattaris. So Lord Chaitanya went to them so humbly, said, I am a sannyasi. This is my assistant. Why did you take him? Lord Chaitanya pleaded. But you all know what happened. They said there is nobody ever, no one has ever come to our camp. And when they have come to our camp, they did not go back. Either they have to die or be part of the group. You become part of the group or you have to die. Raise the weapons. The weapons became angry. Like the sons of Sagar. So when they became angry when they saw the horse in the ashram of Kapila Muni, that anger has burnt their bodies. The fire element of the body, because they became angry with the Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the 60,000 sons of Maharaj Sagar, in their bodies, the fire element ignited and burned their bodies. So likewise, when the Bhataris came and surrounded Lord Chaitanya to kill him, the weapons became alive and started going back in the reverse way, punishing them only. They're cutting their limbs. Lord Chaitanya in that chaos, Lord Chaitanya as a protector. This is Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu entrusted this Kalakrishna Das to me. He is I am his protector. So Lord Chaitanya wore two hats. And what he did, he went and grabbed him by hair and took him out. And Lord Chaitanya didn't say anything. Rescued him. Because Lord Chaitanya had the responsibility as a protector, and as Supreme Lord, he also has the responsibility to save the Jiva from Maya. Krishna Das is a nice devotee. But once he went back to Jagannath Puri, what he said, Acharya, Acharya, I don't want to see your face. You're strict. So he did what is needed to rescue him. But to set an example to the rest of the community, then and now, Lord Chaitanya, no. How can you do this? Sarvam Bhattacharya, you know what he did? He should not. I don't want to see his face. But when Nityananda Prabhu engaged in service, did Lord Chaitanya say no to it? Lord Chaitanya doesn't know, he knows. But that is Lord Chaitanya, magnanimous. But this conveyed a lot of message. Lord Ramachandra, this entire battle was arranged for Mother Sita. No, Sita is coming. You really, sometimes people complain, hey, what is Mother Sita? Ramachandra banished, what is that? He asked her to go for this fire test. One thing Sita, Kurma Puran says, this Sita, see, this is Adi Lakshmi, goddess of fortune. No one can even see her, forget about touching her. So just before Ravana came, she went and took shelter of Agni. And in her role came Maya Sita. So Maya Sita had to go in the background and Sita has to come in the foreground. That is the conferential reason. But Krishna, Lord Ram cannot tell this to everyone. And what he said, oh Sita, a person who has eye infection, he cannot see the lamp. A person who has eye infection cannot see the lamp. It is not the problem of the lamp. It is not the problem of the illumination of the lamp. It is the problem of the person who has eye infection. Today, I have Lokaninda. So if I accept you directly, people, for the rest of the eternity to come, at least, and Treta and Dwapara Kali, Ramchandra allowed, what is your problem? To prevent that, what he did. And he offered solace. I'm sorry, lamp, I have this Lokaninda now. I want to erase it. It is not the lamp problem. It is the infection problem. What is infection? Infection of Lokaninda. People will doubt me and doubt you. But I know your lamp. Problem is with me. Wow. So as a husband, he rescued. As a king, he put her through the test. One external reason, one internal reason. So it's important to understand. Sometimes a temple president makes a decision. As a devotee, he or she, she behaves one way. As a temple president, she behaves in another way. If you understand this, you're safe. If not, problem. I want to speak today. This is what I want to speak. If I've spoken anything wrong, please do excuse me for my foolishness, for my immaturity, and for my inability to present. relationship is very difficult topic because more than anything, I need to apply. But I tried it. So excuse me as your humble servant for anything wrong I have spoken or for my any inadequacies and insufficiencies. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment?
Can you please bring not this slide, not the one before, but one before, like a 2 slide before this? Can you bring it up? I have a question. Okay, so you say anger and forgive, right?
I cannot hear Mataji.
Yeah, I cannot see much.
Hare Krishna, whoever is speaking, can you please mention your name so it is easy for Prabhuji to address?
This
Thank you.
is Nirmala.
Yes, Mataji, please continue.
Yeah, I think it is one before this. Okay, now I forgot.
This one?
Prabhu, Mataji was saying that anger slide, Prabhu, anger and ego, false ego, I think.
Yeah. Okay. That's the one. Anger and false ego. No, anger and the false ego. Yeah, the slide that is. Oh, okay, that one. I kind of like this because I think this is where most of the relationship falls. So I'm just grateful that you kind of mentioned that. Is anybody here?
I can hear Mataji. Thank you. So you have any question or that is a comment?
I think that was a comment.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam. So I had a similar, when I saw all these slides, this came to my mind as well. So the one is, it says abandon the relationship, but even say, suppose I don't even have a relationship. So that means the root cause of that relationship is because of my anger and false ego. That's why I'm not able to even get any relationships in my life. So abandon means whatever it is there, it will go away, right? Or even the key, even the root cause for not having a relationship is also a false ego. May not be anger. Is it false ego? I'm just wondering.
I agree, Raju. Basically, false ego. False ego means I am the center. One reason, I have seen same point. I thought of it one time. One reason for not having relationship is, of course, you're telling me. Basically, if it's very, when we appreciate somebody, genuinely appreciate somebody, just say one thing, Prabhuji, you've done a good job. You sang very well. You spoke very well, and you give them, suggestions. It's very easy to strike a relationship. Of course, we may not have so many 10 friends, especially when we progress in life. The friends will, most of the time, the friends will happen, form only in the childhood, during the college days. But once, people get families, people become busy, and everything becomes formal, actually, So the relationships they form, so you're very tied up with the family members. But the simple thing is when we appreciate, genuinely appreciate, at least we'll have nice colleagues. That's what I can tell. But yes, anger puts the people away. And I've seen that.
But then how to cure this? If somebody, or even if just by praying Krishna.
Mataji, when we become angry, not that today I say and tomorrow everyone we are all, anger is there, anger is there. So anger cannot be eradicated. Hanuman became angry too. In the case of Hanuman, he had anger in his control. So anyway, the answer to here is when we become angry, we should genuinely tell somebody. First of all, we should realize we have this weakness. Second thing is, so we should tell the devotee, hey, please excuse me, So, yesterday unnecessarily I lost my tongue and I spoke what I should not speak, so please excuse me. And it takes long time, Mataji, actually, So when you spoke words, heavy words, we are pushing the nail in the heart of the people. And when you say sorry, you're taking the nail.
How about if it is other way around? How you deal with that?
Means how? Can you repeat again?
Yes.
Can you repeat again?
Okay. What about if it is other way around? So how you deal with that?
When somebody becomes angry on us.
Yeah.
So when somebody becomes angry on us, actually, if you know that person, very well, we should not take that into serious. We should not take it seriously. Today, people have very demanding lives. Both wife and husband work. They have children. So they every day they exchange so many hats. So when they exchange so many hats, very little sleep, they have to perform a lot in the office. It's very easy to become angry. If you understand this point,
well, the thing is that
we should not take that anger so seriously, actually. Especially if you know that person, there is one line called circumstantial anger. Circumstantial anger should not be taken seriously. If you want, I can give an example.
Well, but if it become habit, then what you do? If it become everyday's habit, what you do?
If they become heavy, okay, this is the thing. I have a generic solution for this. Respect, draw the lines, first of all. You don't cross the line, you don't let other person cross the line. So if you have that lines, barriers, if you have fences with others, so I don't think anybody will become angry just like that, especially people who don't know. The relationship is like walking on the frozen lake. We don't run on the frozen lake, we walk 1 step, 2 steps, three steps, 4 steps, 5 steps. It is an investment. 15th step, it is a little soft. You don't stand there. If you stand there, you will go down. You'll fall down. That snow is soft. You'll come back. So, but you have walked 14 steps, means you have trusted that person for 14 years, or this much long time. But tiny thing here and there, it's okay. So relationship has to be built over a period of time. Not like day one you meet and you make great relationship. Second day you quarrel and you'll never see for the rest of the life. No, not like that. Relationship is an investment. Slowly, step by step, it's like walking on the snow, frozen lake. So you go slowly, slowly, slowly. Over a period of time, you'll come to know their weaknesses. You'll come to know their strengths. You'll come to know their behavior. So when you understand that person fully, at least good percentage, then circumstantial behavior will not bother you because you know them. I have seen this with sannyasis of ISKCON. This is the statement of sannyasis of ISKCON. Relationship is an investment. Little by little, year after year, year after year, year after year. Why is angry? Why is angry? There's a reason. So rather than finding fault with them, when you look at yourself, what is making them angry about me? And if you rectify it, both parties, it actually builds the relationship. But material world, what happens? The moment one person comes, immediately second person. I heard we were talking to brahmacharis in Chopati. They said, any problem? One party at least contributes to 50%. I said, I disagree. That person said, no. One person each party contributes. Their contribution is there. Percentage may it varies a little bit here and there. 40-50% each party contributes. That's what I can tell. Any other question or comment?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for the beautiful lecture. I have a question in reference to the anger and false ego. So when, I have also heard that no matter what you do and how hard you try to be very humble, and, let's say you weren't humble before and you had this anger issue before, but then when you come to Krishna consciousness and, everything changes. So how about for the people who are non-devotees, who get angry at something that you say, even out of humbleness and sincerity? How do you handle that? Because we're not, our ways have changed after coming to Krishna consciousness, and yet in the world people have seen the other side of you where it was different. So how can we
I missed something I didn't hear. How can we? Arivar?
Hare Krishna, can you hear me now? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Okay, sorry. So even if we're saying something out of sincerity, but the other person doesn't take that and takes it as an attack, and then they respond in that attack mode. So how can we deal with that, and how can we, still keep our calm and our, cool and humbleness, despite that we're not even meaning it that way, but they take it that way? As you said, the language matters, right? But I know even with the sincere language, sometimes the other person sees things the way that they have their glasses on, right? Like I've heard the analogy of, people see through what colored glasses they're wearing. So if you're, same thing, someone can see with red, who has red glasses on with lenses, they'll see red. Green would be green. So isn't it up to the other person and their mind, how they're thinking reflects on what we're saying, even though if we're humble and sincere?
If you ask me, I mean, I heard once your voice, there was an interruption, then you came back and you said, second part, I'll repeat. So you
Yes.
said, I'm sincerely presenting it to the other person with all the sincerity, but the other person is not taking it, and they're misinterpreting it and they're becoming angry. So what
Yes.
should I do? Is that a question?
Right. Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you. So the answer is this, Mataji. First thing is, for you to tell somebody there should be relationship.
Okay.
Second thing is, if they are not ready, please don't tell them. And here there are two things. You gave me a situation, but family members you have to deal one way. Temple devotees you have to deal one way. Outside material world, non-devotees you have to deal another way. Three different things. You cannot, same principle will not work for everyone. If it is a family member, if it is a spouse, it works different ways. If it is your parents, even within family, with your parents, different ways. If they are in-laws, a different way. Your children, different. So you have to be very, but anyway, but one generic principle I can tell you. Arjuna is giving all the reasons for not fighting. And Krishna is listening. But Krishna did not say anything. Second chapter, Arjuna says, I am telling all these reasons for not fighting, the 5 reasons, but I surrender to you. Sishyasteham sadhimam tvam prapannam Arjuna. Krishna, my Lord, I cannot, please, I'm not your friend anymore. I am your disciple. Please instruct me. Krishna said, you're talking like a big man, but you're a fool, number one.
Yes.
If the same point Krishna told in the first chapter, Bhagavad Gita would not have come out. Only arguments back and forth.
Oh, yes.
So, actually, the point I'm trying to make is, Because Arjuna took a position, Arjuna really wanted to learn from Krishna, then and he became his disciple, then Krishna started correcting him. The lesson is, I learned from that Bhagavad Gita is, when somebody is not willing to listen from you, please don't correct. It happened many times when I was in, I used to stay in Yugal. When something is happening, we would go and tell the temple president. And we would say, please don't quote me, but this is what's happening, please see. Because we have a responsibility to protect the dignity of the temple. But that person is not willing to listen, so we would never correct. So second thing is, if you have to, something is, if you have to correct because the damage is going to happen, you have to be really humble. Put the grass in your mouth. The blade of grass means you are so humble. You're telling, you're very meek and humble. So I'm sorry, Prabhu or Mataji, whatever, I can't. I'm not in a position to correct you or tell you. But if you really ask me, this is not good for you. I mean, you don't need to take it, but this is my 2 cents advice to you. If I've spoken anything wrong, do excuse me. If you present like this, it's up to them whether they'll take it or not. At least you are safe. That's what I can tell Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any other? I hope it answered your question. Any other question or comment?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, often in relationships, I felt that sometimes we put expectations on other people, and then when we see that they are not, at least we put some expectations on other people, and when we see that things that are not to our expectations, we kind of either judge them or maybe if they're in position, we become angry at them or something like that. So how should one manage those expectations within ourselves?
I definitely agree. We have expectations. Actually, when we don't meet when the expectations are not met, we become angry. 4 Kumaras were created by Brahma. Brahma got a service from Krishna to populate the universe. So Brahma is executing bhakti for the pleasure of Krishna. He created 4 sons. What is the expectation? He would soon create wives for them, and they will marry and populate the universe. That way, he is fulfilling the direct instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But what happened? 4 Kumaras said, no, we will not marry. Immediately Brahma became angry. So what happens? Our expectations over a period of time, we frame these expectations. And we build on that. We build on that. And sometimes, it depends on the mentality. Sometimes people become angry. Most of the time, people become depressed, stressed out. Especially relationships. When Romeo and Juliet, when they realize they can't get married, they couldn't continue their lives because they have built their expectations. And when they realize their expectations are not met, you know what happened. So the answer is this. 2 things, variables and constants. What is variable and what is constant? Your mind and senses, that is constant. They are with you. You have control. Rest of the things are variables. Tomorrow you have an expectation. Tomorrow Janmashtami, or tomorrow you're doing a big you're doing a festival. What is this? A festival of colors. You spend $20,000. But it started raining. What is your expectation? You want so many people to come. People, then buy the tickets on the spot, and take part in the festival, whether it's Janmashtami or Festival of Colors. It's raining. What will you do? So if you want to prevent yourself, if you want to save yourself from being stressed out, change your expectation according to reality. Maharaj Anga, he tried his best to change his son, Vena. This is a pure devotee, Maharaj Anga. But his son is not changing. What he did, so he changed his expectation. He became actually, he became Krishna, he went back to Godhead actually. He took a decision actually. Prabhupada, he tried his best to say, change the family members. When it did not work out, he said, let me try with the world. So Prabhupada did not become angry. So tomorrow it's rain. The next day it starts raining, and you have festival colors at Janmashtami. What do? You have to change your expectation. And but when we don't have control on the variables for you. You have control on the constants. What is our constants? It's mind and senses. Nobody can do more damage than this mind and senses in any relationship actually. So we have to change based on the variables. We have to change our constants. Because these are the two things we have control on. Or what are the things that you have control on? They are constants. You have control on them. You can change them. So without changing, if you just start yelling at the sky, nothing happens. Right? So anger, we become angry. It hurts us more than anybody. Right? Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji, very helpful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Anything else? Any other question or comment? Okay, then thank you very much. Mother Premanand Mataji, she gave me this service, and I really do not know how much justice I've done to this thing. But I'm very grateful to all of you for your patient audience. My request also, please do forgive me for my shortcomings, and I didn't realize today that the presentation was not changing. Please do excuse me for that. Especially excuse me as your humble servant. But thank you very much for your patient audience. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. On
Hare
behalf
Krishna.
of
Thank you,
our
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Shatrupa Mataji could not join today, but on behalf of the Nepal devotees, we would like to say thank you so much. You took so much time for us to spend time and share, this important topic for us to build relationships with among here. We hope you can come in person sometime once everything is normal back, Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you again, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.